All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of College Mom Dropouts.
Woo, woo.
Of course, I'm Erica.
AKA Sierra.
Oh
this is automatic superstar. I love it. Anyways, I'm Monty Mills.
Yes, and today we are here with a special guest. I'm ready to laugh. Okay, I'm ready to have a good conversation because I like to laugh about everything. So we have Randi here
Randi
with
Skye.
Randi Skye. Yes. So I'm excited to dive into this. So, Randi, can you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What you got going on?
I own a skydiving school. I'm just playing. I'm joking.
Oh,
I was like, when did you do that? When did that happen?
I'm just joking.
It's like, that's the sky part.
I'm a stand-up comedian, man, based from Charleston, South Carolina. Moved here to pursue the career. Things been going up. Oh, and I'm a mom of a teenager.
Charleston in the building.
Yeah,
Geechee.
Chuck town.
So yeah, I mean that's basically what I do. Content creator. I guess I'm an actress too. I got an IMDb now too. So
Period.
yeah, I've done a few. Little Tubi.
Okay, period.
Tubi.
Big Tubi.
Big Tubi.
Get on them Tubi movies. You on the way. BT next.
Yes. And we're so excited to have Randi on because, like she said, she's a mom. She's a boy mom, which our topic for today is keeping it real with our sons. So we're going to be diving a little bit into that.
Okay.
Being as though you started like podcasts from like, you was on podcasts before. I mean, that was a while ago. What year was that?
That was 2018.
Okay, period for the groundbreakers. Okay, how you feeling?
We wasn't even thinking of it as a podcast. Honestly, like I had just started comedy.
Mm-hmm.
South Carolina is not a place for that. Like, there's really no outlet.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just wanted to find a way to get online, and just one day we went live, and people was just tapping in. So we made a format of it, and we called it the jankiest podcast ever.
Mm-hmm.
And we had our own little following, the janky crew, because we just filmed it in my kitchen.
Well, with that, so on our show, we do kind of open up with unloading the mom load. It's just kind of talking about, every week we going through something with these.
Yeah, like
children.
a what the F moment or
life, husband, whatever, my boyfriend, So, Monty.
Let me start. Okay, so I guess my load is, I've been talking about this for a couple of weeks. Aiden got in trouble. Mm-hmm. He got kicked off the bus. And I've been holding on to this little, because normally I let it go after a couple of days. We back on good terms. Mm-hmm. But this time I really felt like I needed to put my foot down. He about to be in high school next year. We had a meeting with all of his teachers, and his teacher was like, I just want you to know that Aiden said when we went to visit the high school, he told everybody that, my parents ain't gonna care if I get in trouble in here. So it's like, I could just tell that he needed a refresher on who Big Dog is. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, he's starting to feel himself. And so, anyways, I'm holding on to that. Okay, so now it's been, I guess, probably about 4 weeks since that's happened. 3-4 weeks since that happened. So, anyways, my mom load is this. These teenagers, they like their hair, right? If you want some hair, you better do right in school.
But he has a fade.
But he doesn't like that. So when he went to get a haircut, he wants I hate it. I feel like he looks so clean and cute with his little fade and everything. And so I took him to the barbershop, and he was mad because in between cuts, his hair had grown out or whatever. And I'm like, cut it back, level 2, cut it back down low. He's so used to, because when it's happened before, I broke down, I gave in. I'm like, okay, you can keep your hair. This time I didn't, but he thought that I was gonna, break down. So, girl, why he gets in the car? So I wait in the car because I hate being in the barbershop. He comes out the barbershop. Do you know he went to go get in the back? It was just me and him, mind you. He went to go get in the back seat, had the stankest look on his face, like he wasn't gonna talk. I was like, that is so ungrateful. I'm just really like, dang, these kids be so ungrateful. And it's like, it's not even like I'm giving you a horrible haircut. You know what I'm saying? It would be parents out here baldies. I could have gave you the even all over, the first grade even all over haircut. You got the clean fade. You know what I'm saying? Not only do you got the clean fade, your fade $50.
Oh yeah, they cost a lot. Yeah.
So yeah, so he came out with an attitude, whatever. So I'm still I mean, granted, I have let up on certain things as far as like around the house. Like, he's not completely on lockdown, but just as far as like my relationship with him and like just being the whole best buddy friend that we normally are, I had to show him like, okay, what it feels like to not have that. So I'm still on that. You know, maybe I'll let it go next week. But that's my mom load as of now.
He gonna put that on you because you know that's coming, right? The flip.
Really?
The best friend thing. Your best friend when he's going into high school.
Yeah. What's gonna happen? What you mean? What do you mean? So he's not gonna be. So
no,
you're saying like
don't have too much time. Like they go through this by themselves in their room doing push-ups and probably a little bit more.
Our 11-year-old being all the time now.
That's what I'm trying to. Well, it gets worse in 15, 16. Because like my son, I could tell he still wants to spend that time with me. So he'll come out and play his PlayStation on the computer desk that's in the living room when I'm in there watching TV, just to be in the space.
Yeah.
He ain't really talking about nothing to me, but I feel like that's his way of putting that time in because it does change. Which you know, when Aiden was little, y'all go to the movies, to the park. Like he wants to spend time with mommy. Girl, no, he gonna be wanting to spend time with some girls.
Yeah.
Not you. Some girls he can touch on. I hate to say it, but you know.
I already got a little taste.
Went there yet, but it's definitely on that mind.
Right.
I'm seeing a shift.
Yeah.
Of things.
Oh my God.
So
I'm not ready.
How old is your son?
He's 11. So I probably got time. I pray I got time.
Yeah, you do. You
16.
do.
Y'all got time, but I'm telling you, about sophomore year.
Yeah.
I mean, we were teenagers, y'all.
No, for sure.
Think about when we were young.
I do be trying, but it's so hard as a mom to think about those things with boys because we can't relate. You know what I'm saying? Like with boys, you know, like of course we can see it and we can relate in a sense of like, okay, we were teenagers around teenage boys, but actually going through the motion and being that and knowing like how the hormones change and you know all everything. That's the hardest part to me about being a boy mom to a teenager. It's like I can't really relate to what you're going through.
Yeah. Plus, we've been always taught to suppress our sexual urges at a young age because women have those feelings too. But you know, you become a ho-ho or you know what I mean, a Jezebel, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? Whereas boys are more so taught to go date all the girls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it is a different disconnect. But you still got to teach your son to have respect for his body.
No, for sure.
Especially living out here. It's crazy out here. This is totally different than living in South Carolina. Well, you from a big city.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is a totally different ball game out here.
No, for sure.
Totally different.
Yeah.
Now, let me rant about my child.
Yeah, please. What's your what the F moment? Unload your mom load.
The boy swear he got it figured out. The boy thinks he got it all mapped out. I'm graduating high school. I'm moving to LA. To do what? How you gonna make money? Yeah. I'm gonna figure it out. I don't want your help. He in that stage. I'm gonna figure it out. I want your the same dude that begged me to cook every single meal for him. Same dude who I pick up after every day. You know what I mean? I do everything for you. I'm a single mom. You know what I mean? His dad is in his life though, but he lives in another area. You know what I'm saying? So he get him on the weekend. I'm with him
every day.
Every day. You know what I mean? I know you had your moments in the past. You know, so you know how that is. So it's like, you know, it's just a button of the heads. He's just now in this stage where he like, and then his whole thing is, I'm rebellious. I want to be a rebel. But he's really not. He's in the house all the time.
He's saying that to you.
But he'll tell me that like, I'd rather be rebellious. I can take over this world. I said, Keisha, you need a haircut because his hair.
Not plankton.
His hair is how your son probably wants his hair. It looks a mess. And I told him, I said, you need a haircut. He said, why can't I just be a human? See, this is what I'm talking about, man. The man is driving me insane.
Yeah.
He's in this phase of just, I can just do whatever I want. Laziness. That's a big thing in every week.
Oh my goodness.
My mom was, my boys are lazy.
Oh my goodness, yes.
You have to be on
yes.
You have to force them because they'll just, Mom, Mom, I'm going to do it, Mom.
Right. No, for sure.
That grinds my gears.
Yeah.
And then now I let the boy get his permit. So we're in the teaching how to drive phase. So every day I pick him up from school, he expects to drive.
Right.
However, he think he been driving forever. He ain't looking at no speed limit. You know what I mean? And it's just like, bro, just have a moment. And can you just listen to me? I've been your age before.
Right.
I know you got to figure some things out, but can you just listen?
Right.
Your life could be so much easier if you would just listen. And he play basketball.
Okay.
But he don't put in that work like he needs to. And it's like, he you know, a lot of teenagers entitled. They feel entitled.
Right.
I'm supposed to have all these things, yet I did not work hard to get
Right.
these things.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like my son's like, oh, I'm gonna go to the NBA. Dude, you haven't trained or nothing since you've been out. You know what I mean? Like that's
the reality.
That's the hardest thing to get in is like the hard work. And I mean, you just watch me get it out the mud moving here. You know what I mean? Because I moved here with nobody and made a name for myself. And I mean, we went through everything.
Yeah.
Homeless for a little bit, lost a car, somebody stole my car. Like when you think you could just lose everything. You know, I moved here with a family. You know what I mean? I moved here with my son's father and other kids.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, it didn't work out. He couldn't support this movement. It wasn't for him. That wasn't his journey.
Dang,
cool.
yeah.
Ain't gonna stop me.
Yeah.
You know? Because your partner should support you.
Yeah.
But it didn't work out that way. So
you got it out the mud. And we kind of talked about that in episode 1 when we told our stories. And it was funny because I got a lot of feedback. Like, I didn't know you slept in the car. I didn't know you know what I'm saying? But it's like a different type of zone that you go into when you got a life that depends on you. And then you also depend on you, right? Like, just because I got this kid, I can't let it all go and just be nothing and wallow in my pity and sorrow. Like, you was out here like, I came with a family. Okay, that didn't work out. So
what's next?
We on to the next.
Yeah, because a lot of people, you know, don't do that. They go home.
Exactly.
Home.
Right.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But I made it work. You know, it was hell. But, you know, I just knew I had a bigger purpose. So it's, you know, it's nothing. I think all that is trials and tribulations. Like, God put you through tests before he gets you to that next level. Some of them going to be horribly uncomfortable. But when you get out that dark, boy, that light shines so bright.
Yes. So, preach.
You know?
Girl, preach.
Yeah, my son, he been with me through it all. So sometimes I'd be like, bruh. Like,
yeah.
You know what we went through. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Don't give me a hard time. You know, sometimes our kids don't realize that we are human.
Yes.
We have emotions.
Yes.
We have feelings. We get tired.
Yes.
Sometimes they just don't see that in us.
And they won't until they're our age and they look back and they're like, dang, I understand what mom was saying. And that's the hardest part, in my opinion, about parenting, is just having the level of wisdom and knowledge that we have, and like not being able to feed that to them where they can understand it in this season. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. That is such a challenge, in my opinion.
It is. I agree with you. That is a challenge, especially to a teenager who thinks he knows it all.
Yeah,
you know,
and
especially he gets it, but when you know it all,
and especially when, like you said, like until they really understand, like even though they're with us and they have seen us go through what we've gone through, they only get it to a little bit until they're out here really paying their own bills and then that's when they're gonna really see it. So it's so hurtful, you know. That's why I be saying, like, when he's so ungrateful about a $50 haircut that I didn't pay for because you mad because I cut your little curls off, but like $50 is,
you don't know that.
But he don't know exactly. So it's like I be trying to take my emotions out of it because you know, I be like, dang dog, you gonna do me like that? You doing your mama like that? You showing up in school, you embarrassing me? Like what? Because I take it personal. I'm like, why are you in school acting like this? Like I raised you like that. That's embarrassing.
It is.
So
but they are their own humans too, man. You can't. They are.
That is true. Yeah, that is true too.
Sometimes as a parent, you be thinking like, well, I would never do that. Why would they do that?
Right.
Bro, they their own person too.
Yeah.
You know, all our responsibility is just to raise them with good morals so they can make decisions and be able to take care of family and themselves on their own. Really.
No, for sure.
We really don't have
too much control.
Control. While they in your house, you can. But once they gone out that house, man, they gonna live their life and they gonna make decisions just like we did. Some bad, some good.
Yep.
It's just a part of life. It just sucks because
it does suck.
Going through the motions. Yeah.
But you gotta. I mean, the Bible say, raise them up. You know, train a child up in the way they're supposed to go. When they're older, they will not depart from it. I believe it's true. We got older. We like, dang, now I know what my parents was talking about when they told me not to do this, not to do that.
Yeah.
So they're going to get it one day.
For sure.
Because, you know, I posted something last night. I was like, actually, we're not the first generation to, like, break these generational curses or try to break these generational curses. It says something to that effect. And I'm like, actually, that's true. Because I hear my mama, she be like, well, my parents did this, and I tried not to do that with y'all and stuff. So I try to give her grace.
You have to.
Because I realized I probably was not the easiest. I probably could have been worse, but I wasn't the easiest thing to deal with, you know. And my mom had 6 kids, so I mean, I know it was a lot to deal with. So I understand why you went in the room and shut the door a lot of times. I understand now. You had to keep, you know, we always had a pretty nice home. You had to keep a roof over our head, so you had to work long hours and stuff like that. When I was a kid, I just wanted you at my basketball game. I wanted to be mad because you wasn't at my practice. Yeah, and but I also was into fashion, so I wanted to wear the new Jordans that was coming out.
Exactly. So you wanted her to be working. So
I wanted you to be working, but I wanted you to be at home.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, I wasn't even mature enough to understand the level of sacrifice that you were giving to me at the time. So now I try to think on that level, and I'd be like, they don't even understand the sacrifice right now, so let me bring it back down.
Exactly.
Because one day it's going to punch you in the face.
Exactly.
And I hope I'm standing right there and it just knocks you.
Exactly. Yeah. No, for sure.
They're going to call you.
Yeah. But that's why you said all you can do is the best you can do, because at the end of the day, that moment is coming. And honestly, I be seeing it in my future, that moment where Aiden is just like, thank you, Mom. Like, you did such a good job. You know, I'm like, I know it's coming. You know, I mean, yeah, it may not. But I'm just saying, like, I know that, like, as far as just what I've done raising him, I just feel like I did a good job. And I can't wait till he can, like, actually see that in different, which I think he sees it now. Don't get me wrong. Like, but I'm just saying, you know, that full circle moment when he gets older.
You know you a good mama.
Yeah, no, he does. He does.
He could barely even play with the rest of the kids. He was up under you.
Yeah, I know.
Remember you brought him to my house when I had a going away party.
Yes.
All the boys was upstairs, and he kept coming.
All my kids be mama's boys. All my kids be up under me.
A kid at, I think, Aya and Amia's party, and like a kid got hurt. He was like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm like, "Oh my God." So,
overall, he is a good kid. Yeah, overall, for
let
sure.
Let the boy grow his hair. Look, I'm a sucker. Let the boy grow his hair. Come on, let him grow it out. I didn't gave in that easy. Dang.
Allow me to show y'all my boy hair when we finish it.
Okay.
So you could further be like, no, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not. He got to earn it.
It gets wild. They do these.
He done had it before. He had it before. He had it before, and then somebody sprayed. Anyway, that's some subject for another day. But I ain't gonna put your business out, Aiden. But yeah, he done had it before, so I didn't see it. I don't like it. And my thing is, you know, this is just the one thing that, you know, I don't care if nobody else understand. This is something I feel like I got to do for the sake of my relationship and my, you know, my like standing my ground in my house, you know, with us being a blended family. Like, granted, my husband does, you know, step in when he needs to, but at the end of the day, it's not like nothing hurt him like me hurting him. So this is, I feel like, and I mean, you know, I'll see him. Only time will tell if this really did what I'm hoping it's going to do or not, you know? But I'm hoping that this would just make him take me a little bit more serious than he had been taking me before. So I don't know. We'll see. But that's just what I feel like I got to do right now.
But also, you need to understand having your hair how you want it and how to
it comes with
that is a privilege.
It is a privilege. That's what I'm saying.
You go out in life thinking, I can just get in trouble anywhere. You get
exactly.
You don't get to wear your hair.
Exactly. And that's all I'm saying. It's not hard. The rules are simple. Don't have these people calling my phone. Because if you don't, then guess what? You good. You can do what you want to do.
Y'all weren't gonna care if he gets in trouble.
Yeah, that was wild to me, and he really said that. So yeah. So do you want to take your comment back about letting him grow his hair, or you still want to keep it the same?
I'm only taking it back because I'll tell you why I take it back, because I realized I really am a sucker. Like,
I was just about to say that was some sucker.
Like,
yeah.
My kids got in trouble last night. My boys would not clean up yesterday. I'm like, clean up the whole day. This morning my son came. He was like, well, Mom, I cleaned my room. It was like, okay. Finally, he cleaned his room. He was like, can I have my phone back? Can I have my TV?
You gave it to him.
Well, you can have one or the other. Thinking that was like punishment. Right. You can have one or the other. But really, I told him it was going to be at least 3 days before they got it back. I'm a sucker.
Yeah, so sometimes you got to stand your ground.
I got 4 too.
You got 4 boys? All boys?
No, I got 2 boys and 2 girls.
Oh, okay.
So we got the same.
They do the same thing.
A bunch of kids.
Yeah.
I know.
Y'all look great, though. Y'all don't look like y'all got that many kids at all.
Thank you.
Y'all look amazing.
Thank you.
So do you, girl.
Thank you.
Period. Because you told me.
I'm good.
Because you had I was going to say, you had a birthday. I said 43.
Yeah,
girl, I did not believe her. I did not believe her. I said, Randy, ain't no way you're 43 years old.
Dude, I'm done got vasectomy. Come on now.
Look, and
that's a really touchy subject for us.
Oh, y'all dudes ain't doing that, ain't it? Y'all
better.
down for that?
We're trying.
I'm trying.
We're praying and fasting. No,
Y'all still want to have more kids?
No, we're trying to get them to do the vasectomy.
Oh, wait, they don't want to?
I don't know what the hell they trying to do.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Get y'all pregnant again?
Pretty much. I'm like, we can enjoy the act. We don't have to have a baby. Like, just get the snip.
I mean, y'all do got 4. That's kind of, you know.
No, we're good. I mean, I don't know about her. I feel like she went up having another baby.
No, you can speak
but I'm good. I'm good. So
You do want another one? You kind of up in the air?
I think she's going to end up having another one.
Got you.
Yeah, I do. I'm sorry to say that, friend, but
you
I do. Absolutely.
I am done. I definitely feel like Monty's gonna have another.
She's just saying that. No, she's just saying that. Ain't no way you think that. Ain't no way you think that.
You said something in the last episode
What?
I wanted to stop.
What?
You said, and then Baby James, 2 years after Baby James, and I was like, ooh, she manifested.
No, I ain't say that. Maybe you heard wrong. Or you heard something wrong.
Episode 2, y'all gonna be like, she did say that. So
the only thing I've ever said is that if I did have another kid, it would be like 5 years from now, right? But that's not going to happen because who's starting over in 5 years? So I'm done. I'm done. That's why I'm saying I'm done.
I'm done.
Because there's no way that I would have another kid. I would probably be in a mental facility.
I got a lot of friends. I got a couple friends my age.
I can't do it. I can't.
Yeah, they got like little babies
hope
and
for
they
you.
in their 40s, and I'm like, y'all crazy.
Yeah, that's not me, girl. I'm trying to travel.
Y'all want that hope.
you see me, I'm like, there's hope for you.
No, don't put that on her. Let her live her life. She done got her 16-year-old. Yeah, no. I'm with you, girl. I'm with you.
Like, no, but I still don't even
Still don't want no kids. Yeah.
All right, that's okay.
All right.
Most of the men my age, they don't want none either. You get what I'm saying? Like, most of the men that are 44 and
like you said, your dude got a vasectomy.
Yeah, because he got 4 kids.
Period.
He don't want no more. Like,
I need him to call in and tell us what we need to tell. What do we need to tell our husbands?
See, you work with a bunch of white men too. I think they kind of taught them in.
Oh, them, yeah, they be like,
because they don't care and they so transparent. These black men be like, no, my man. Who?
Yeah, can we stop? Can we all just?
Really
can there be unity?
As you think
it's not, and it's so simple and it's reversible. So and they say.
Why can't y'all do that when these women have sacrificed their bodies?
Exactly.
Everything.
Exactly.
Our ovaries, our coochies.
Everything.
And, some of us had to get zipped back up.
I got cut 4 times.
But I get stitches.
All 4?
You had C-section? All 4? Oh, okay. Yeah, I had to get stitches down there. My son busted my...
Yeah, mine as well.
You can do a little snip.
Get that thing down there when they had that thing stitched up. That was the scariest. It's like,
girl,
it's too much. Think about stuff like that.
They can't, but they can't even possibly even. Well, I do feel like it messed them up this last time because where I had my baby at this time was different from where I had my baby at last time, and he was a lot. For some reason, I don't know why, but he was just a lot more involved in the process this time. So he's seen a lot more. Just like even with the epidural. Well, what I got what's the other one? The spinal. There's never been a birth where he saw me get the spinal. This time he saw me get the spinal. So I just feel like him seeing that, it really did change his perception on the whole. Yes, because that was.
They put us through everything in that room when it's time to have that baby, man.
Yes, I was
everybody got you on the table. And everybody who walk in and look at you gonna give you a bill.
Yeah.
A bill.
They just walk in, might be like, oh, she laying down. All right, give her a bill.
Right.
She stared at me too long.
Everybody in there, she just open. Like, we go through a lot. Men could never do that.
No.
Imagine a man just got his stuff out just for everybody walking in and out.
Right.
They could never do that.
Yeah.
He makes it a big deal that it's a snip. I said, well, I be watching TikToks and they be skipping out the office. You know,
they
like
do.
The recovery time don't even look bad
at all.
So you scared of that?
On top of that, girls be having babies and gonna get their body done after just to get back to normal. And you can't get a snip.
You can get a snip.
You can get a snip. Yeah. Get the snip, guys.
Get the snip.
Get the snip.
Okay, so let's move on to our main topic. We're going to be talking about loves, laughs, the birds, the bees, especially as us being boy mamas. You already said that you're dating right now. What is dating like as a single mom in this area?
Girl, it's not. That's why I said I went back to South Carolina.
Okay.
Because these men out here, everybody's a lie. Everybody's a lying. It's just bad. I was going to be gay. Because, you know, Atlanta like jail. You could be gay here and go home and nobody got to know. You know what I'm saying? It's like jail.
I'm crying.
All these girls thought I was supposed to be the stud because I got the deeper voice. No, I'm not paying for the food every time we go out to eat. You got me messed up.
I am crying.
We got receipts. Little trophies walking around here.
Okay.
You know, just for proof.
Yes. Okay.
Did you try it once?
What?
Or twice?
The gay?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I can't be in no relationship with no girl. Like no, just no.
Holding the door open.
Because when you tried it with a feminine woman or with
I never want no.
She said she had
girl. Yeah, I went into those studly girls.
Yeah.
That's just not my vibe. No offense to studs.
Yeah.
Drewski got them. I'm good though. Like I'm good on them.
Nah, for sure. Okay.
Nah, dating was really.
That's so funny because I didn't even think about that because you was like, I ain't paying for the meal.
Yeah, I'm paying for the meal. Like, you don't pay for all that stuff. Like, women, we cost a lot of money.
No, for real.
It's not a 50-50 because, I've never gone into that side of,
what
dating.
That one girl, Mona Leo, she said, why would I go 50-50? I'm just a girl.
Right.
Just a girl.
That's crazy. But I'm just saying, I didn't even think about that part of it. Like, dang, so I'm getting your nails done. I'm taking you out. I'm taking you out to eat.
I'm not doing that.
I'm quiet. Yeah. No, that is a lie. That will make me change my mind too. That made me change my mind too. Okay.
I'm so good.
That's enough.
Yeah, the girl was too needy. She was just needing stuff. It was just too much.
Yeah.
Baby, please, you got to
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Yeah. No, for sure. For sure. No, for sure. Yeah, that was a joke.
Yeah, what am I doing? I can't. I'm not into that. That's just not for me.
Yeah.
So, dating out here, I wouldn't suggest it. A lot of people, they get on the Hinge, the Tinder. I'm old school. My young friends, because most of the women I hang out with here do comedy, and they're all like early 30s, maybe. So they get it, but I'm like, I'm old school. I can't get into that.
The apps and stuff, you mean?
Yeah, but the guy I'm dating now, like, we actually been friends for like since college. And
okay.
I don't know. We just
spin the block a little bit.
It wasn't
spin the block. Okay.
We were just really cool friends.
Okay.
And y'all just found each other.
Yeah, he came to a show in the area he was in. I did a show. And I don't know, we just been kicking.
It was love at first sight?
Yeah, well, he been loving me. But
You saw him and was like, hold up.
I just gave him but we have a ball together. He's a good guy.
I love it. That's cute. Important. And so with your son, are you, before, you locked in with dating somebody, like, how was it with that? Like, are you introducing him? Like, people come to...
I'm very big on that. My son has probably met 2 men that I've dated his whole life, and one was his father.
Right.
And I'm kind of real big on like having strangers around my kids, or there's so many sick people out there.
Yes.
And we know with dating, they come and go, child. You don't want to bring too many relationships into your household.
Exactly.
They might not last. So if I'm not serious with you, you're not meeting my kid. And I always arrange it to when if I'm out or if I have company, he's not there.
Right. No, for sure.
Yeah.
You know I mean? Like, my kids are all about my husband.
Yeah.
So, like, I never I never experienced that. So, I could only imagine. Like, when I get real, real mad at him, and I be like, if I leave you right now, how would I? I could only imagine.
Yeah.
And that really is enough to shut down the thought. Like, girl, let me go back in that room and lay down. Stop.
And girl, ain't nothing out here.
Ain't nothing out there.
Oh, no, I'm not interested.
Yeah, no, we
very happy. Me is like 30 to 37.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really get a lot my age, which is baffling. Yeah, it's because
you look so young.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
You really do. Because I swear to God, when you said you was 43, I was blown out my mind, girl.
Yeah, 43. So I be wondering why these little boys be coming at me. I don't want
So have you tried? You haven't given none of them a chance?
I have. I dated a guy that was like 36.
Okay.
Full of shit. Oh, excuse me. Can I curse on
You can curse, girl. You can curse. Yeah.
Shit. Young dudes, a lot of lights in the room. LED lights, ring lights, smokes. Smoke lights, PlayStation lights.
I am crying.
Up in these little boy house. You know what I mean?
Why was it changed like that?
I am crying.
I don't know. Just was into that. I mean, he worked at some place.
Right.
I was into that, but
I
don't know. Like, I literally, this is my first time really dating in a very long time, honestly. Because after me and my son's father broke up, like, I don't know, I kind of stepped away from all of that, and then I just came out of like a year of celibacy.
Okay. Okay.
What was that like? Was your mind clear?
Yeah. I had to do that though. I had to focus on stuff for me.
Yeah.
I couldn't really be too worried about what no man was doing or any of that. Like, I took a cleanse from just like everything, certain people, certain energies. Because when you in the industry, you get so many energies around you, man, and it can drain you if you let it. You know what I mean? Especially with what I do. What I do is nightlife. You know what I mean? Stand up comedy. You ain't doing comedy during the day.
Right.
So you around all kinds. Ain't no mental health department in comedy. Throw that out there. Psychopaths.
Right.
cocaine.
Yeah.
They are crazy. You know, drug life. I mean, they out there. You know what I mean? Like, thank God I'm in my 40s. Because who's to say I would have been in my 20s, you know, because you could be so easily influenced when you're young. You know, I'm at the age now, somebody come at me with that shit, I'm like, get out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want me to ruin everybody's night?
Right, yeah.
Do you want me to ruin everybody's night?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 'Cause I don't know what this going to make me feel like. I might shit on myself. I
Right.
don't know.
Yeah.
I'm 43. I can't eat certain shit after a certain time. So
No,
why
for
would I
sure.
play with this?
Right, no, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Good.
But it is
That's
around.
real.
It is around. If you think it's not, you're sadly mistaken.
Right.
No, I believe it.
In Atlanta, it is out there.
No,
I believe it.
Oh, very.
Whenever you walk into a bar and they got narcan at the door,
oh my gosh,
they're doing drugs.
is that
Narcan?
happening a lot?
You can find that anywhere in Atlanta in the city when you go out. Everywhere.
I mean, is it bad? I don't even know what that
White
is.
bars, black bars. Narcan?
If you
That's,
OD, they gonna
if somebody's
you with it.
ODing, it'll help you come back to life.
And so when you say they got it at the door, what do you mean? So is it in a box? Like what is it?
It's like medicine. It's like
it's medicine.
Police carry it on them. If they see somebody ODing in the street, it's kind of like an EpiPen.
So they got these at the door. Wow.
No, I'm saying like there's bars and places
that have them.
I've been to EAV in East Atlanta Village. They got narcan. Like when you walk in, like you can get you some narcan.
Oh wow.
Just in case.
So sad.
That is so sad. That's what I'm telling you. Like it's a different ball game. You out here in this nightlife industry. If you in music, rap, all that.
Yeah.
All that. Some of your most favorite entertainers, baby. Please don't get it twisted.
Oh, I believe it. No, I definitely believe it. It just be like when you hear it, it just be like, dang.
Because they want to be up all night.
Yeah.
And at you a certain age, you ain't drinking all night. You gotta go to bed, bro.
So
you got
do you think it's you being, you're 43, so you think it's just you've lived and you learned, or how do you keep yourself above that? Especially, is it your son? You know, it's like, I can't do this because I have a child to go home. Y'all do what y'all want.
For sure. He already got enough of the shit I be saying on stage when I post my video. He be like, you know, what is that? What is this freaky video you posted? You know, because I might do like reaction videos or whatever. And
wait, so he follows you on Instagram?
he might not no more. He go to the face where he blocked me. But I got him like blocked from view on my story.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I had to block all his friends.
Yes.
You know, so yeah, just.
So that's what goes with being a mom, kind of like in entertainment.
Yeah.
You gotta block the friends. You gotta.
And I
block
talk about
the
them on
kids,
stage too, and I brought them to shows, like, and I get, you know, because I talk about how having a teenage son, I can't find no lotion in my house.
Oh.
The face lotion.
Now that's what I'm not ready for.
Foot lotion.
Lord.
The Shea Moisture. Why is the face lotion in this room? I know that thing is sleek.
I'm stressed.
Sleek.
I'm stressed thinking about that.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. They get into that motion.
I'm stressed.
So, I mean, hey.
Do you incorporate that comedy into your parenting? Like when does he trust you more because you can make a joke out of things? You know,
laughs at things I do, but it won't be blatantly like a joke right in front of you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he don't think I'm funny like that.
So you can turn it off to be mom.
Whatever. But like if we just vibing, be some goofy stuff. We get those type of laughs in. But he's been to some shows and I see him in the front laughing or whatever. And he don't get mad if I talk about him too much. You know?
That's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not getting down with all that other stuff though. What I'm talking about.
Nah,
like
for sure.
Yeah, my son keeps me sane, but also I'm grown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm grown. So.
Yeah, that's a lot. So
And I got a purpose. I'm supposed to be doing this like God gave me a gift.
Right.
To make people laugh. Don't mess that up.
Yeah,
you know
no, for
what I
sure.
mean? Like, don't mess that up because you want to have a good time. That's just stupid.
Yeah.
I smoke my weed, drink my drink. Come on now.
Whatever you gotta do.
Right.
That's it. That's
Whatever
all I
you
want. I
gotta
don't
do.
want nothing else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so when we talk about like the lotion thing, which like I said, I'm not ready for that, but like what about the birds and the bees talk? You know, what about talking about sex? Because I think that's something that I know for me growing up in my household, I didn't hear about it enough, and I feel like that's how I became a teenage a pregnant mom, teenager, because they were not talking about it to me. My mother was not saying, you know, make sure, you know, we just didn't have those conversations. And I know that it's uncomfortable, but it's like something that I want to do, you know, now with my kids, because not only is it important to talk about sex, but it's also important to talk about, do y'all remember on, Facebook, the guy had went live. I mean, he was on Snapchat. They had took the video from Snapchat, and he had showed his penis, and his penis was ate up because he had like a disease or something. Oh, it scarred me. It scarred. Yeah. But I showed Aiden because I said, this is what's out here. Like, I just feel like, you know, having real conversations about what's out here is important, because if you don't see it, it's hard to believe it until it happens to you. So, like, what are those conversations like, or what do you plan to have those conversations when it comes to, like, sex and girls?
Yeah, I'm pretty forward.
You are?
I'm
okay.
Straightforward.
Condoms and everything?
When it comes to me and the boy, I don't sugarcoat much.
First of all, please don't call him the boy.
Yeah, that's what
I noticed the boy, and
please don't call him the boy.
Me and the boy, we pretty straightforward. Because I never sugarcoat nothing for him. I always told him, you know, because once they go out them doors, don't nobody love them like we do.
No, for sure.
Nobody cares about you.
Yeah.
And that, it is what it is. So you got to protect yourself. Also, yeah, like, it's some dirty, nasty people out here, and you know, don't get caught up for a moment.
Do he ask you questions about it?
No, not really.
Okay.
But, like, you know,
because he's rebelling right now.
Remember?
Yeah. Talk about that.
Do you know that if he talks to his dad about it?
Probably not.
Okay.
Me and him way closer to him and his dad.
Okay.
I believe so, from what I can tell. But I mean, I feel like if he did want to talk about it, he would to me, because he is pretty
open.
Yeah, about that. Like, he don't really shy back from that. But I know he ain't got nothing happening right now because he want a girlfriend so bad. That's his whole
I'm surprised he ain't got no girlfriend. His little cute self.
Yeah, but he don't know he cute.
What? Oh my God! I feel like Aiden is the same way. I don't understand that. Aiden is not confident at all. Even with, like, the haircut, I feel like he wants hair because everybody else has hair. Versus, you know, he looks so handsome, in my opinion, with the haircut. But I feel like because everybody else has hair, that's what he like, I'm bald. I'm like, you're not bald, bro. But compared to, I guess, everybody else with the hair, he's bald. But it's definitely a confidence thing. I don't understand why they lack that confidence. Yeah. My husband was like, wait till a little girl tell him he look good with the haircut. Then he'll probably, you know, feel a little bit more confident. He's like, you're his mom telling him he looks good with the haircut. You know, he don't want to hear that. I'm like, okay.
But see, you also got to look at it like this. Teenagers, young people are very, they're very into how others think about them.
Yes.
And a lot of people don't talk about the young black male coming into teenager and this and that, because, especially living in Atlanta, they want to fit that mold. You got the gunners, the little babies. Like, it's a different ball game of little boys out here, okay? So, excuse me, even though your son, you might be used to taking him to Children's Place, Target, getting little fits, H&M, once they get into that 9th, 10th grade, and all the little boys around them that's popular have all these things in his hair, and they getting the girls. So what you think your son gonna want to do? Come on now.
I want my son to be a leader. I get it, but I'm like,
but
I get it, but I'm just like,
teenager, you wanted to look cute and have all the hot stuff the girls had too. You wasn't just no standout. You might have been a standout for fashion, but you still wanted to look good. You wanted to be up with the style and what was in.
But nobody dictated what I thought of myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just can't relate to that. Like, I don't and I get it. I 100% get it. But I'm just saying, I don't understand it, because yes, there were trendy stuff. Of course, you know, I wanted, you know, the trend and whatever everybody was wearing. If it was American Eagle or Hollister or whatever we were wearing at the time, like, of course. But it did not dictate, like, how I felt about myself. Like, I didn't have to have the same hairstyle that she had in order for me to feel like I was popping.
But she was a girl.
And yeah, that's why I say the boys. I feel like the boys are definitely different for sure.
Like they gonna want, like, if all the girls going for this dude, with the crazy hair and the berries on, bro, I want that too. Yeah. And then when you don't have that, you get joned at school. Yeah. You get down. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? Like you get all of this stuff from, you know, and if you don't teach your kid to have confidence, especially a young black male, it will break them down. Right. It will break them down. A lot of people don't talk about this as much. You know, it's always about the girl. Or, you know what I mean? Yeah. But like young black men, they go through, like, I had a girl, my son told me a girl ain't want to talk to him because he wasn't in a gang.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
You get what I'm saying? Like that aspect, and that's why you got a lot of black men who choose to go
and do that.
Yeah.
Ain't never grew up in the hood.
Exactly.
Ain't never did nothing hood. Now you out here doing stupid shit, about to get yourself in some stuff you shouldn't even be involved in.
Exactly. But that's why too, I don't agree boys are easier than girls, and I'm like, I don't agree. I think that you have to pour into your boys. Just it's different, of course, in a different way. But boys need love too. Boys need pouring into just the same way. You can't be just think because they a boy that everything is just gonna be all sweet for them, you know, in the same way. So I 100% agree. Like you definitely have to try to build that confidence in them because the world definitely is gonna kick them down.
Hard, bro. Like, you talking about they got to pay for everything.
Yeah, not for sure.
Like you got to have money for this. You got to learn how to take care of family. There's a lot of pressure on becoming a man.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Yep. So as a single mom, it sounds like you're doing a great job.
No, of course,
of getting him there. I don't like. What would you say is your style of parenting that is getting your child where you want him to be? Do you have a standard or an idea of what you want him to be? Like,
yeah, I do, but it ain't gonna happen. He gonna do what he want to do, man. You know what I mean? Like we all got our own idea of what
we think is best for them.
Stress myself out about it. I just hope he's great and whatever he does, successful and make a good impact in this world. Help some people out along the way. You know what I mean? That's all I can teach him. But my parenting style, honestly, is straightforward. I do not sugarcoat nothing. I never held back. I never held back from nothing. It's straight boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Like I've always, and also I know when he was about 5, 6. Got him out that spoiled phase. Got him out that I'm doing everything for him. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to get out there and do this for yourself.
Yeah, exactly. That's very important.
Yes, and then also the earning phase. Like that's what we in.
Yes,
you want some money to do this. You got to graduate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, bro, you got to be doing something else around the house at least to earn something. Nothing else. Nothing free out here.
No, for sure.
And when you want to be lazy, I tell them all the time, I say, if you got another place that you can live in and just lay on the couch all day, eat up their food, don't clean up after yourself, don't do nothing in this house, pay no bills, and you could just live there for free, hey, bruh, go ahead. You know, every time I say that, he don't ever, I said, because I know your daddy, you can go live with him too. You got that option. You don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Because he ain't going to let you be free up in there either.
Exactly. No, for sure.
And I said, wherever you find that place too, let me know because I might go.
Okay.
I want to go too.
Exactly. The Geechee just came out a little bit. That Charleston just came out.
Yeah, it did a little bit. I heard it.
So before we wrap up, we do have a quick game that we want to do. It's called Mom, Date, or Roast. Okay. So basically, I'm going to give you a random scenario or a statement, and then you have to decide whether you will mom it, like if it's something that you would respond to as a mom, like you just tell me how you will respond as a nurturing mom. If it's a dating situation, you can tell me like, okay, if you'll be open to this in the dating world, and then roast it if it's something that's just completely ridiculous and you feel like wouldn't be my time of day. Okay. All right, cool. The first scenario, let's say a guy says that he doesn't want to date a woman with kids. A guy dating you. Have you experienced that? A guy saying that he didn't want to date you because you got a kid? So, I mean, what would be your response to that?
Let me roast him. Get him up out of here.
Get him up out of here.
Yeah. But also I respect it too, though. I respect it because if you don't have kids, you might not want to be dealing with somebody else, rugrats, you know what I mean? Or also, you might want to build something with that person, y'all own foundation. Everybody's not built for the, like you said, the blended family. You know what I mean? I don't mind it, but there are some people that do, and I respect that too, man. We all gotta have our own boundaries.
It's just not realistic.
You right. You right about that.
So,
especially as a boy coming from the South. I swear, over 25, you don't got kids. People start being like, everything all right.
Right.
So I'm with you, roast that.
Roast it for sure. Okay, you're a teenager. Your son, the boy. He comes to you and he asks, can he stay overnight with one of his friends?
A girl.
A friend. I don't know. A friend. A boy or a girl.
Oh, now we getting into that.
No, just
we getting into that.
Right.
Okay. So
LGBTQRSTVWXYZ. What we doing, man? Because I want to make sure I say the right things.
Okay.
Pronouns. What we on?
Okay. Let me just say this: is your son allowed to stay overnight at any place?
If it's a friend that I know, not girls, I never let them spend the night with no girls. We took a trip with my best friend and her daughter and all their friends, but we was all in the house too. We had like a big Airbnb We went to Miami. So, and it was a bunch of teenagers.
Okay.
But I know he ain't did nothing because he's still complaining about how he dropped the ball and didn't talk to none of them girls on that
trip. Because I was like, hold
up. They was on him too. And he was just, like I said, the confidence thing. Like they was really liking him. But he just was not
in his head too much. Yes.
Like, two little girls just talking to you the whole time and you not. And then afterwards, when we got home, he like, you right. Oh my God.
Dang. Aw.
Get him up on game before y'all.
Y'all need another Airbnb trip.
Exactly. No, maybe we don't.
I know, right?
Oh, yeah.
But as for spending the night, if it's a friend and I know the parents, I know what type of lifestyle they live in, how their house is over there. Because, you can't let your kid go everybody's house.
Oh, no, for sure not.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what the people got in their house.
No, for sure.
Crazy people, you just don't know. That could be your last time seeing
anything. Anything.
So if it's somebody like a long friend, I know the parents, we done tapped in, we locked in, I got all the information. Yeah, I've let them spend the night that time. Not often, but yeah. But girl, hell no.
Yeah.
About to be nobody grandma.
Okay, period. Crazy. Lord.
So
okay.
A mommy or a date? Like, cause I'm.
Yeah, what would that be?
That would be I feel like a mommy. A mommy. Yeah, mommy. Yeah, for sure. For sure. What? One more. Somebody heckles you at a comedy show.
Roasting, firing ass. Everybody knows.
What's like one of like what's somebody that said like a big moment that's destined to happen? Like, can you recap or recall a moment that has happened where you had to roast somebody?
I was in I think this is when I first started too, in Augusta, Georgia or something. I was doing a joke about my son, how they come in the bathroom messing with you or whatever. And I was like, I just got out the shower. And the dude in the audience, he was drunk. He was kind of heckling the whole time. He was like, that bitch lying. She ain't took no shower or something like that. Ooh. And so I kept doing the joke, but then clicked to me like, oh, he talking shit. Fired him up, embarrassed the hell out of him.
You got it on tape?
I don't know, it was so long ago.
Oh, okay.
When I first started.
Yeah, when you first started. Yeah. But I love when y'all get the hecklers. I love it.
Everybody know I'm going to talk shit. That's what I do.
Yeah.
So it's never gotten up here. It's never gotten up before. You just know it comes with the territory.
Nah, if they come at me like, I'm just going to dig deeper.
Yeah.
I am known for going too rough. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I used to get blocked a lot. Banned. You know what I mean? But other than that, I mean, I got tough skin. Like I said, I got into this in an older age. Maybe if I was younger, I might have cared. Yeah. Because believe me, I done heard it all. Fat girl jokes, old lady jokes. I done heard it all. But everybody that know me that's a well-known comedian out here, know I don't play. When you come at me that way, you better be ready for whatever come your way.
Right.
Because I'm going to go low. I'm going to talk about how you don't even get booked out here. Get some motion.
Y'all go low, I'm going
down. That's when they get mad.
So ain't no
I don't like nah,
ain't no Michelle Obama over here when others go low, we go high. No, you go low.
I'm done.
Not Aunt
Belly.
Belly.
That's what I do roasting. Like I did roast me on out there in LA, All Deaf Comedy. I don't know if y'all seen it.
Oh, we gotta check it out. Yeah.
I'm on season 5.
Okay, baby.
Yeah, I'm
about to check it out.
But I will if I have to.
Yeah, I love that.
Roast.
Okay. Roasted.
Okay. So with that being said, tell us what we can expect from you. What's coming up next?
I know you just came from Charlotte, which is crazy.
Yeah,
you drove here. So shout out to Randi for driving all the way.
Yeah.
After she didn't get back, she didn't pull it up on us, so we appreciate it. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate y'all for having me, though, for real. This is dope. But
thank you.
What's next for me? More stand-up comedy, man. If y'all follow me, I don't know what camera I'm supposed to be looking in. So I might be cross-eyed in this, but I know this was on me.
Yeah, that was on you. That was on you.
Follow me on all social media at comedian Randi Skye, comedian RandiSkye. You can see everything I'm doing on there. If y'all in Atlanta next weekend, I'm gonna be at Laughing Skull in Midtown that whole weekend. If y'all,
date night.
Want to get tickets?
Date night.
I'm for real. I'm gonna be there Thursday at 8 p.m. But Friday 8 and 10:30. Saturday I'll be there at 5 p.m., 7:30. And 10:30. And Sunday I'll be there at 7:30.
Our girl is booked, okay? Booked and busy.
I got something too. Somewhere, I don't know what area I'm gonna be in on Wednesday.
Yes. We definitely might have to look into that.
Okay, y'all let me know for real. Like, they let me get people in all the time. And it's a nice club. I don't know if y'all been.
I ain't never been, no.
It's in right smack dead in the city on Peachtree.
Okay.
You know where Bulldogs at? Y'all heard about Bulldogs, ain't it? The gay club out there. It's a very popular club.
Are we square?
I know. I think we are.
But this is
I think we are.
Y'all don't be in the city. Y'all live out in the outskirts.
Yeah.
But it's a major comedy club. Like when Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, them come. They come work out there.
Okay.
Like, it's a major comedy.
Yeah, we want to
In
go.
the Vortex. I know y'all seen the Vortex, right? In 5 Points.
I know.
Where the hell y'all be going? What do y'all do, moms? What are y'all doing, mom?
Daycare.
Okay, when I went out. A couple of weeks ago. I went out to a place in Kennesaw. We were about to go to Pasha.
Party with black
Pasha.
yet? Have y'all partied
Yeah,
with
no,
black
the place in Kennesaw has black people.
Okay.
So it was black. It was like black, but it just was still
Y'all
on
ain't had no
outskirts.
real Atlanta
Like
yet.
a brunch. Like, let's go to brunch.
Man, the closest to Atlanta I had is my little class on Saturdays that I go to.
What kind of class is that?
My little workout class.
Oh, that's it. Oh no,
That's the closest.
like a little food tour for the day, maybe. Like brunch.
I'm so down.
I know a lot. You know, I perform all these venues in the city, so I know a lot of little spots. I want to go to bar in Thailand. I haven't been there. Y'all been there?
I ain't even heard of
Very
it.
cute.
Is
Look
that where they
up.
like give you the hand
Thailand.
towels when you go in? No.
I don't know, but it's like the ambiance is very cute. The drinks are very cute. It's sexy. It's cute.
Okay.
The girls get dressed up.
You gonna have to give us a little tour.
Yeah, we gotta go do some stuff. We gotta get y'all out of Kennesaw.
Nah, bro.
I know.
And we ain't even.
Damn.
I know, bro.
It's some great people in Atlanta. Some great things to do. I do need to get out there. Speaking of great people, Lanisa and this hair.
Oh, period. Our women of the week.
Our women of the week.
Got my girl looking like CCC. I'm running meetings.
11 Beauty on Instagram. Lanisa Brown. She is the owner. She's amazing. She does custom units. I think she sells bundles as well. So yeah, check her out. 11 Beauty on Instagram.
And Lanisa went to school with us. She graduated, all right.
She's a bulldog. She graduated.
She got that degree.
Bulldog.
A graduating bulldog, baby. But yeah, shout out to Lanisa. Hey,
Did
girl.
you dance with her too? Because didn't you dance with the majorette, right? No.
Don't say that around her because she gonna call me a stripper. But yeah, I know she talking about when you say you dance. I thought you was talking about stripping.
I knew she was champagne.
Champagne girl. That's what it's called, right? Yeah.
No, she didn't dance with me, but we did modeling together. We did a couple of things together. Yes.
Okay.
We actually strolled down memory lane last night.
Play basketball? Did you
No,
say that?
in 6th grade.
Oh. No. I remember you said you want your mom to come to the basketball game.
Oh,
in 6th grade. Yeah. Back in middle school.
I'm crying.
She didn't do none of that. I'm thinking she was a D1 player. Hell no, she talking about when she was a child.
I'm crying.
Girl, I thought you was talking about
I am crying because I'm thinking the same. You was like, I want more.
Was you even playing good?
Going back now. Wait, I was getting into little me.
Clearly.
She was like going in the high school.
That is so funny because she said, wait, could you play basketball, right?
Yeah, I thought she played ball. That's why I was like, okay,
hilarious.
she was a dancer. She was a baller.
Okay.
No.
It's all right.
I'm glad we cleared that up.
I am crying.
She don't hoop, y'all. She don't hoop.
That's why she didn't come.
She was
embarrassed.
She sucked on that middle
She
school
was embarrassed.
team, bro.
I did try.
Dang.
Like, I am not leaving work for this bullshit. She sucked. That's all that was. If you was good, she would have came.
She would have been there. Yeah, she would have been there. Nah, for sure. She would have been there.
Home a few nights when I got home. So
hey, listen, my son played football for a little bit. I was like, oh my god, why the fuck?
Oh, that's not baseball. I'm like,
No, when your
And them
kid
games
not
be
doing
hot.
that, bro.
They be hot. And you just be out there cheering for your kid on the sideline. They're like, damn, Aiden, get in the game. Aiden, get in the goddamn game.
I remember that. As soon as my son got hit one good time, he was like, I don't want to do this. I was like, thank God. This is
Dang.
not for you. Like, you're not good at this. You may be good at science.
And I feel like Aiden's good at it, but he just does not hit the confidence thing again.
Yeah, the confidence.
He don't the confidence thing. So then
confidence.
Mine, I think mine is the laziness. Like everything. I'm like, get up, please get up. They
Girl.
like their mama. That's
But football is hard. That's not.
Football is hard. You gotta have a passion for
You
it.
need to have your body right for that, or you can get seriously
hurt for sure.
If they don't want to train and work on that body, ain't no point.
Nah, for sure.
Is home injured right
one
now.
injury and you left.
Yeah, you done. Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah,
For
so,
sure.
Nah, I don't even like football with children. Honestly, especially under 14, I don't agree with it. Boys under 14, too many head and neck injuries.
Yeah, no, that's a lot.
That's
a lot.
So yeah, I think they should be like going into high school.
Before we wrap up, do you have a mom truth for the episode?
I don't. This was fun though.
This was very fun. Do you have a mom truth for this episode? But just like a mom truth, like something that, like, okay, you may, people, you know, a mom may not talk about, but it's like, okay, this is my truth.
Yeah.
You don't gotta have one, but normally we do that at the end. I don't have a mom truth. I feel like today.
Not today. I ain't do nothing bad this week.
No.
No, I don't. I definitely
But it can happen. We all moms have truths, and if she tell you she don't, she lying.
Yeah,
For sure. We all do.
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean? Like, we all.
Yeah.
You know, it might be like you ain't cooked for 2 days.
Right.
You just took them out to eat. You
Exactly.
know what I mean?
Right. Or maybe they got candy for breakfast.
Exactly.
I mean, mine. But I'm just saying, like, just something like that.
I
Yeah.
only gave
Something
Kaya
like
some
that.
marshmallows. She asked, and I didn't want another tantrum.
Especially when
Yeah.
you sleepy in the morning. You be
Yeah.
like, go on and get some.
Yeah. Yeah.
Goes back off.
Right.
Just try to keep an eye on them. Like,
Right. No, for sure. Okay. Well, we had a really good conversation today. Thank you so much again for joining us.
Nice having you.
Again, please make sure y'all keep up with Randi Skye at comedian Randi Skye on social media. We're gonna go check out the show. We'll tell you if she's funny. It's like, no, I'm just like,
Yeah.
right. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment your best moment from the video. We'd love to hear from you. Make sure you leave a comment, and then we'll be back next Wednesday, same time, same place.
thanks for having me, girl.
Yes, thank you.